Did you know that as of 2024, over 48 million people got sick due to unsafe foods? Food is a basic necessity to our day-to-day lives, and we always expect what we are buying from the store is safe, but that is not always the case. One of my SAEs for FFA is working at Subway. Since I work in the food service industry, I get to have first-hand experience on how to handle food to keep it safe for customers and myself to eat. Examples of ways to keep our food safe are using proper hand washing techniques, taking extra precautions to prevent cross-contamination, executing proper internal cooking temperatures, and preserving foods properly. So why is keeping our food safe important? Access to sufficient amounts of safe and nutritious food is key to sustaining life and promoting good health. The World Health Organization states that unsafe food containing harmful bacteria, parasites, viruses, or even chemical substances causes more than 200 diseases. These could simply be issues such as an upset stomach or even issues as severe as cancer. Our immune systems now are stronger and more hardy than they were before we started taking these extra precautions, showing that we are evolving due to these changes. The most basic aspect of keeping food safe is taking the extra precautions of washing our hands properly and regularly. We've been told to wash our hands after using the restroom and before eating supper since we were little kids. I know that in my job in the food service industry, we make sure to wash our hands any chance we get. We wash our hands before putting on gloves, after using the restroom, and after touching any types of chemicals. Though we assume it is common knowledge on how to wash your hands, people may not know the correct ways. According to the CDC, participants failed to wash their hands correctly 97% of the time. This just goes to show that not everyone knows the proper ways to wash your hands. Cross-contamination is another aspect that makes food unsafe to eat. So what is cross-contamination? The definition given by the Food Standard Agency is what happens when bacteria or other microorganisms are unintentionally transferred from one object to another. Some examples of cross-contamination could be raw meat touching other foods or even foreign objects such as hair or fingernails getting into the food. While prepping chicken at my job, we make sure to always thoroughly clean our workstation and hands before moving on to our next task. So no one wants to eat a raw steak or undercooked chicken, right? I know I don't. Cooking foods to proper internal cooking temperatures is another big aspect in keeping our food safe. When cooking meats or poultry, make sure you always use a food thermometer to check the internal temperature to make sure it is done before eating it. According to the Minnesota Department of Health, eggs and all ground meats must be cooked to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, poultry and fowl to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and all fresh meats, steaks, roasts, and chops to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Eating undercooked poultry or raw chicken can cause you to get salmonella. The temperature danger zone is 40 to 140 degrees. This just means that you want to keep your perishable food items below 40 degrees and or above 140 degrees because bacteria grows rapidly in this 40 to 140 temperature danger zone. To make sure bacteria does not grow on your food, make sure it is not left out for more than 2 hours. Some proper food preservation ways are canning, freezing, and even drying out some types of foods. Make sure to avoid refreezing already thawed food as it can develop bacteria. At my job, we keep all of our fresh foods and vegetables in a fresh locker, which is basically just a device that helps us keep our food cold and fresh throughout the day so we don't have to throw it away. This helps us so at the end of the night, instead of wasting all the food, we can wrap it up and put it in our walk-in fridge to be used the next day. Heated food, such as meatballs and soup, gets thrown out at the end of the night instead of being refrozen. This shows proper preservation techniques because never throughout the day is our food in the 40 to 140 temperature danger zone due to our fresh locker. In 2010, the Food Safety Modernization Act was passed to help protect the public from foodborne illness. This act aims to ensure that the public is safe by shifting the focus to preventing cross-contamination rather than responding to it. If you don't treat your food with safety and care, you could be at risk of getting a foodborne illness. Some examples of these foodborne illnesses are salmonella, that is caused by undercooked chicken or raw poultry, and hepatitis A that is caused by not properly washing your hands after using the restroom. Both of these illnesses can cause serious damage to our bodies, with symptoms like fever, cramping, and dark-colored urine. According to the USDA, foodborne illnesses caused an estimated 48 million illnesses and 33,000 deaths each year in the United States. Therefore, by taking these extra precautions of washing your hands, preventing cross-contamination, executing proper internal cooking temperatures, and preserving foods properly to ensure your food is safe to eat, we can work together to decrease these numbers and save lives. Thank you.